Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a woman charged in a deadly Kentucky crash enters her plea in court, and Eastern Kentucky veterans shared their stories about a monumental moment in U.S. and world history.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
.32 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. And, well, as I mentioned earlier, this is my Friday. I know it's real sad. Let's take it over to Brandon, who's just been crying all morning long. But really, it was just the rain, you know. So
listen, I think I'm going to advocate for one of those 4-day work weeks like they're doing over there in the UK.
I will call a meeting today. And
right.
they'll tell us no.
That's right. Exactly. But that'd be nice.
It'd be wonderful.
It'd be nice.
If the news can just stop, if we could just have news for 4 days and then nothing happened on that 5th day,
now,
perfect.
You know better than that.
If we'll just behave, it'd be fine.
But listen, there's news 7 days. It's
That's
not just
true.
4 days.
Well, I don't work weekends anymore, so I forgot about that.
Exactly.
So.
Well, at least not all the time, anyway.
Yeah,
you still feel in occasionally.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, into it this morning with the rain chances. We're taking a look at line pinpoint Doppler radar, and we're taking a look at some heavier pockets to the north and south. Let's take you on a bit of a tour this morning. We start down south. Now, basically east of Somerset, around the Monticello and Wayne County area, going into McCreary County, south of Williamsburg there, along I-75 into East Tennessee, and then again over toward Knox County. Seeing some pretty good rain also from Harlan County over into Lee County, Virginia. Watch out for that. Now, West Liberty, just west of West Liberty, around the Moorhead area, back over toward Louisa. Paintsville, you are getting some pretty good rain over toward Inez and Warfield and Martin County, sneaking across the border into West Virginia. Some pretty good rain. So keep an eye on that this morning. Mountain Parkway, a little bit of rain up there near the Wolf Powell County line at Slade this morning. So we're keeping an eye on that for those folks. And temperatures, we're keeping an eye on those this morning. 59 Clintwood, 72 Logan, 70 Prestonsburg, Pikeville. Everybody else in the low to mid to upper 60s. Again, the coolest temperatures in the region. 65 in Harlan. They went up a little bit. 64 in Jonesville, 63 in Wise, 66 and 68 is a popular number. And that wind is coming in out of the south, which I suspected there. It was a bit breezy there at times. Still is in Wise and Logan, where they're seeing consistent winds of 14 miles per hour, 12 in Somerset and 10 in Middlesboro. So again, just kind of keep an eye on that. Kind of a breezy day at times today. Scattered chances as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures only top out right around 80 degrees. And then we see temperatures drop to about 67 overnight as those rain chances continue under mainly cloudy skies. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, a family is grieving after a 23-year-old man lost his life Sunday after a day of fun at Paintsville Lake. Andrew Colgrove talked with community members and his sister about what happened.
It's a beautiful place, and it's a wonderful place to come to. And when tragedy happens, it is very, very sad.
People camping at Paintsville Lake say it was devastating when word began to spread that a young man had lost his life here.
My heart breaks for them.
Kyle Webb's sister didn't want to go on camera, but says Sunday he and 2 friends were hanging out at the lake, jumping off a cliff into the water. She was told as they were about to leave, his friend turned around and Kyle was gone, and he saw Kyle's hat and boot floating near the cliff. She says they think he might have fallen.
In a moment, they can be gone.
Emergency crews were called to the lake and found his body.
My daughter's boyfriend was out there actually searching for him.
Melissa Arnett is camping at the lake this week with her family and heard about what happened.
The news came, and I mean, especially the mothers who were sitting around was devastated, you know, so we said some prayers.
You always fear the worst when young people are together and, you know, they don't see any fear, which that's being young.
Kyle's sister says he worked hard as a coal miner. She called him the sweetest guy ever and says this is the kind of loss nobody wants to go through. Cliff jumping at the lake is illegal, and Kyle's sister says she hopes the cliff area is better blocked off in the future to prevent something like this from happening again.
The Johnson County coroner says an autopsy is expected to be performed in Frankfort this morning. The woman charged in a Lexington DUI crash that killed a 10-year-old girl has pleaded guilty. Sequoia Collins was 24 years old when police say she was speeding, ran a red light, and hit a car. 2 children were hurt, and 10-year-old Alexia Gomez Hernandez later died from her injuries. With charges of manslaughter, assault, wanton endangerment, and DUI, Collins is facing a maximum of 32 years in prison. The president of Mothers Against Drunk Driving says she hopes this sets a precedent.
So many states, including ours, don't treat driving under the influence like the violent and potentially deadly crime that it is. In this case, it was a deadly crime. It was a deadly choice. And so I hope going forward, this does set a precedent for holding people accountable for the choices that they've made.
Commonwealth's attorney Lou Anna Redcorn says Collins' sentencing is set for July 28th. Monday marked the 78th anniversary of D-Day, a defining moment in World War II history. One veteran here in Eastern Kentucky reflects on his own experiences fighting in World War II all those years ago. The Eastern Kentucky Veterans Center in Hazard is home to 105-year-old Oakley Hacker. He was never sent to the European front, but he did lose his brother during fighting in Italy and is one of the few World War II veterans still alive to share his story firsthand.
Nobody knows what war is like that never was in one. Of course, that'll never be expected. It's not no good thing.
Those with the Veterans Center say days like yesterday, they always hold a moment of silence for lives lost and allow the veterans to share their own experiences about their time in combat. One recent Floyd County graduate is looking ahead to his future, but taking time to look back at how far he has come from Russia to right here in the mountains. Our Buddy Forbes has more about his journey.
Mr. Connor Lockhart.
Life did not always come with an ovation for Connor Lockhart.
Due to medical problems and my mom probably being poor, I was abandoned in the hospital. Good thing that was it. They could have done more, you know, abortion or something like that. But I'm glad that I was kept alive. I was put in the orphanage.
After 6 years in Russia, he was adopted, brought to America, and soon rooted in Appalachia.
First time I flew on an airplane, first time I was given a hug, actually. I didn't think I would like that either.
A new culture and new customs.
I was surprised when I got my own bed. That was the first day in America. I jumped off the top of my bunk bed. I got in trouble that day. First time being grounded ever. More than ways than once. I hit the ground and my mother grounded me, so yeah.
A family that soon helped his feet to stay grounded as his mind soared, soaking in the lessons of his new life.
I didn't understand anybody for the first couple months, honestly, and I still didn't know after I'd learned the basics of English. It was just a lot of learning.
A desire to learn that etched out the best parts of him, starting with Etch-a-Sketch art that helped him take some turns into the Floyd County School of Innovation.
I was able to do everything I wanted to do about computer science and working with computers, learning how to 3D print. It was a great experience, and I wouldn't change that.
Now hardwired for a career in computer information technology.
Presenting the speech as Betsy Lane, class of 2022 salutatorian.
Lockhart is celebrating the doors that have opened.
I would honestly probably be in the Russian military, so deployed in Ukraine. I wouldn't doubt it. Either that or I would be dead on the streets, you know, hunger, something like that. Not a good way to live, no. Yeah, I think about that a lot.
Proving that when opportunity knocks,
But know my story, know where I came from, and appreciate how far I've come.
you have to be driven to answer.
You can seize your opportunities.
In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Lockhart plans to attend Big Sandy Community and Technical College for his associates before transitioning to the University of the Cumberlands to wrap up his bachelor's degree. He says these opportunities were only made possible because of his family. Well, the city of Bowling Green is outlining the rules for its upcoming downtown entertainment district. Officially named Fountain Row, the city voted to move forward with the entertainment district in early May. Once approved by the state, the entertainment district would activate an open container policy. However, this comes with restrictions. People can go into any of the participating bars and restaurants in the Fountain Row boundary and get a to-go alcoholic drink in an approved cup to carry around in public spaces. The official name of the Fountain Row stems from the city's rich history.
You have fountains and water features, like the 1880s fountain on Fountain Square. Circus Square has the fountain feature. The Bowling Green Ballpark has a fountain inside, and soon a fourth fountain will be being added to another location.
Fountain Row won't begin until the state gives the city the approval for the license.
Coming up on 642, we are still tracking some heavier bands of rain, especially in the northern parts of the areas. If you're basically from Breathitt County over through Lee and Owsley counties a little bit north, going over toward Magoffin and Floyd County over toward northern Pike County north, you're seeing some heavy bands of rain, so be careful out there. And down south, across parts of southwest Virginia and East Tennessee. Keep an eye out for that too. Temperatures have not moved a whole lot this morning. Down below 70 everywhere except for Logan now. 72 there, 59 in Clintwood. A lot of mid to upper 60s out there across the region this morning. Your breakfast forecast, we are going to see those mid to upper 60s there for a little while as rain chances continue off and on throughout the morning. Maybe some clearing skies. We head deeper in the day. It will warm up to about 80 later this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, at 6:42, when we come back to our Mountain News this morning, the U.S. holds joint drills with Japan and South Korea in response to missiles launched by North Korea. Stay with us. We'll be right back.